a very volatile matchup and is one that can get out of hand very quickly and decide games very early. Because Nongshim have a decent amount of frontlining, scaling. They have the engage that Cassiopeia brings, Jinzhao as well as the Nautilus, and then the Jin follow-up.
Push it there in the mid lane. Let's go on to the Rift now for game number 1, match 68. This is part of why Nautilus is so obnoxious. Alongside of the Jin, you just get in there, and that's first blood, by the way. Just get crit in the face. Delight doesn't even flash away.
You know, I'll blame it on us instead of him, because that was definitely an unforced error. And Dread is over here.
He's level 1.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, level 2. And we will have a dive at 3v2, trying to get on in there as the knockup does come in, but they're still going to get on top of Henna here. Really nice tanking and juggling of the turret aggro, as now they're going for Delight. Not much that he can do. He does have Flash this time. Doesn't even bother to use it. Double kill to Dread.
Tank anyways, and when you get that early first Nautilus hook, that's okay. Over here on the Cassiopeia.
Yep, trying to get on in there. There's a lot of damage, but the turnaround is coming through for BDD. Nearly takes out Umpty on the backside, and that's what I was talking about, but BDD handles it really, really well. His damage not quite there for the side of Fred Brion. Outside of that game, and maybe another game that Solka played in spring, like, we just don't really see this champion. So, might get a win here with the way that Nongshim are playing. They look angry, man. I mean, this is insane.
Well, I mean, that's going to look like Pato is dead again.
Yeah, Effort is going to survive.
And this is against the Rise.
Dead Henna, and look at this. I mean, Umpty comes down, the teleport from Lava.
Yeah,
it does nothing.
Lava Realm Warps down here to lose control of lane, basically, is so late on the reaction here. BDD will get back to lane here very easily. We'll pick up some honey fruit, so he's full health. And the way that Nongshim's comp is this far ahead, like more than it should be, allows them to play this like a pick comp, where Jin gets Collector here very soon. Okay, overextending.
Yeah, this is what we were talking about, right? Dread went very deep in here, but now they're looking to turn it around as Jin comes in. As Morgan, he really wants to get a kill. He gets the shutdown onto Dread. Kana super deep in there, going to miss on the Shuriken. And somehow, I mean, that's a fight that Fred and Brian are okay with, but now take a look at this. The Everfrost Cassiopeia, very difficult to get away from, but Gwen is one of the champions that can.
Yes, BDD's hiding here. Uh-oh.
Yeah, and this is what Cassiopeia does best as well. You can hide on bush. The poison, I don't think is enough damage, though. So Lava will actually survive. A lot of go pings in there behind Kana. And here we go. He's in the Shroud. Can Kana survive 1v3? The Everfrost catches him, and that's enough. Umpty spots him, kicks him, and that was the end of the Akali.
Yeah, like...
Okay, we're just doing the Baron. We're talking about Baron here.
Well, they do have a comp that could start Baron in situations like this.
I mean, BDD can solo it, but, like, they just don't have any vision on the Baron. They have no idea.
They just aren't even going to check. Okay, now they're starting to get over there.
Okay.
They do find out about it, but it's very late here.
It's actually a lot of damage with just these three. The Rise is pumping it out as BDD's trying to get in there, but the smite will go the way of Umpty. Now the follow-up could be good here. The Realm Warp is trying to get in, but it's denied by the Nautilus here as they're still going in. A lot of needles are getting some damage down as they turn onto the Nautilus, but that will be the only kill that Fred and Brion do get.
Fred and Brion will maintain one Baron buff, excuse me. It's on Henna.
It
Ghost
almost
only gets one ult, but...
Well, they just want to engage here, and it's right through so much vision. And you can see here on the side of Fred and Brion, they have great kite pack with the Rise, with the Aphelios, and Effort now doesn't have his flash.
Yeah, no flash here. Fred and Brion are like, oh, you guys are way too indecisive. We're just going to start the Baron. We have a ton of damage. We have an Aphelios. We've got a Gwen, and they've got great turn, as we've already seen.
Oh, there's no vision here, and now Effort doesn't have flash. He does have the Aftershock. A ton of damage goes down onto the Rakan. BDD with the big ult here onto Morgan, and there is Ghost on the back line. That money, he's smacking him now. Lava super healthy here with the tank Rise, but they're looking to turn it around as the root comes down, and Ghost is just taking off right now. That's why the Sonic Wave was coming out and why that was dodged. As we are just starting this up. I mean, Fred and Brion are very confidently every time they have the Lee Sin to tank.
And they can Realm Warp out of here if they can secure the smite, if it's set up correctly.
I mean, there's vision, right? You got to get in there, Nongshim. Somebody's got to get in there, and oh, he got in, but it wasn't smited by Dread. It was taken down by Umpty. Nice kick there in the fight here in the middle. Morgan getting so much value with the stopwatch, and take a look at that. The damage now coming out from Lava. He's able to take one down, and this is going to be a really nice trade here for Fred and Breon. They're looking for more. They want BDD, as it's only Lava who went into the Realm Warp? What's going on there, Fred and Breon? You left him alone? Really? That was actually a good play.
I mean, I think it was a good play, but there wasn't enough trust here. Oh!
7-0? Yep, 707.
Yeah, 707.
Jet plane. I don't even know what
Sometimes we make the hard call, but sometimes they're not right, Valdez.
Yeah, like, teleport will be very useful, perhaps on the next Baron push, but maybe he gets teleport by the next time. So maybe, you know, those two autos could be the difference between a late game base rush. You know, it looks extremely silly. Like,
well, yeah, I mean,
giving them the benefit of the doubt, though, like, it opens up. Maybe you take that turret down. Maybe you can have two lanes that you try to push in and end the game if Nongshim try to go all in on an Elder or something.
If Nongshim panic there, too, and freak out because they don't have vision of where Fred it is, like, then maybe they all back and then you get a little bit more map control, but even though these minions aren't buffed by the purple,
Nongshim are calling their bluff, and that Realm Warp didn't actually get any minions.
No minions, yeah.
That was a bit of a whoopsie.
Then now Jin is like, if I hit you guys with a crit, you die, so you better respect me.
It's very true. But
this is just straight up a base race, and I think I know who wins this one.
Yeah.
The Baron buff minions here are making it pretty easy.
With the Baron recall, I mean, they could even go back if they needed to, as Kana gets burst down, goes into the Zhonya.
They can't back.
Down he goes. The needles are perfect. The pinks are coming back. We have only BDD coming back, but it's too late. He can't get there on time. Fred and Breon will win game number 1. They take down the Nexus. Nongshim cannot handle the macro pressure.
I think we've reached the point where we don't talk about how Fred and Breon can win. Like, they can do nothing to come back, and we saw a massive comeback into another comeback into another comeback into a base race, and they kill the Nexus first in 43 minutes and 47 seconds.
I think Ghost finished the game as well at like 7-0, 8-0.
It was 7-0-7 for a long time there. I think he did pick up the 8th kill, but
I mean, that's gotta hurt. Like, slam dunk locked in.
This Aphelios is going to now be trying to beat out a champion that has longer range than he does with a Tahm Kench that will protect him against a Volibear that's going to try to chase. When Ahri is going to be able to come down and support, you have Elise in here. These Realm Warp plays will make or break.
Match68. If Morgan falls behind in CS, like, who cares? I mean, Sion can't get that far behind. And all he needs is some tanky items, as he's even winning trades against Kana here.
Yeah, Kana just deciding to stay with no mana here, push the second wave in, since Morgan froze the last one away from turret.
This is just casually Morgan pushing in Kana on the top side. Good old Sion putting on that pressure. And with both junglers on vision in the bottom side of the map and no teleports right now, it just means that Morgan just gets to push forward. He's got the Warden's Mail and a Ruby Crystal, so still 2 stacks on his refillable, too. He's having a really fun time up in this top lane. This is actually so funny.
Yeah, well, over here, kick potential.
Okay, trying to get on top of Dread here. The rocket will sail wide, and actually this Volibear is going down with the Ahri. First blood, as the true shot, or the true damage rather, does come through on the backside of that. They just isolate Dread as he was for just a second all alone.
It's a train.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying.
Thank you for that. Here's BDD. Really nice Devour timing. Comes in from Delight. That's what you want out of your Tahm Kench. That was auto-locked.
Did they even get... I mean, they can drop this now, but, like, Umpty's here.
Yeah, they're still going to get a couple of plates, but as you're kind of alluding to, might be difficult to get more. It's still 4-on-3, but some low health bars here, and that rocket is going to deter the rest of Nongshim from sticking around, and this turret will stand.
Yeah.
이거 이쪽 볼베나 라이즈 쪽 나오는 거 볼게. 볼베 볼게.
Seeing a light rises here.
나풀 샀어. 얘 궁 있다 풀이랑.
Meanwhile,
Got to fight as BDD in a lot of trouble. Do they have the damage is the question. The Q is going to sail wide, but they still get it down. And Lava will gain an extra jump. pops right away. Delight's still getting on in there. He lands the stun. As Umpty's got a Q, he's thinking about it, but not quite going to go in, as this is a fight from a bunch of guys.
They get a free, quote-unquote, free Rift Herald, as, you know, like you mentioned, BDD get a little bit of damage, but not a lot of damage on the top side there. Turret, Ghost also chunking the mid turret, does get away without Fredit Breon punishing him. But the fact that it's his Infernal Soul and Fredit Breon have a 2 Drake lead is really going to stack up. As
Lava is in absolutely no man's land.
Yeah.
He used his sweeper before. So he just walked over one ward, but one ward is enough. And a little bit too overzealous there. That can happen. But okay.
I don't want to get too bogged down on the collector thing.
Yes. We're definitely going to have some action here in a moment. So let's keep our cool. Very nice charm goes in, and the Everfrost has to be flashed. And now that's flashed down on the Volibear. Still waiting for the Volibear to do something in this game, Wolf.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard that phrase before.
It means you're old. It means you're long in the tooth. Your teeth aren't going to be as sharp as they used to be. You're not going to be.
Interesting.
Your sword is no longer as dangerous. I don't know, Valdez.
Here he comes. Lava's going in as he lands the charm here onto Effort, but Effort is going to survive just barely. But remember how this happened just before. How we had the charm onto the Volibear who lost his flash, and then they weren't able to contest over the Drake. As in Fredit Breon's case, they're just going to go for the flip. It's fine. The kick comes in. The damage is there. But Volibear gets it anyway. Dread finally comes through for the team, but it's still a front-to-back here for the side of Fredit Breon. They only get one for now. The Moonlight Vigil is quite nice. Morgan finally getting low for the first time in this game, but he will not go down. As in goes Lava once again. We're still trading here. Fredit Breon considering the re-engage. It's not quite going to happen as they back away. They will accept that they lost.
Lava doesn't know what's in that.
BDD's on the run. The Everfrost. No, the charm is going to be what gets him out of this one. The Baron is available. Nongsim, this is your chance. You could go to that one, but BDD is dead, so he goes down, and here comes Nongsim onto the Baron.
They're going to rush it here.
Double teleport, though. Here they come. Do they have the damage to take down this Baron on time? I'm not so sure. There is another teleport coming on in as the Rocket just barely is not going to be able to steal it. Unbelievable. They will pick up Effort. The rest of them should get out. Maybe not Dread, as he is being focused down here. Ghost still on the run as well.
Ghost is going to get out, but Dread is dead. And
Dread is absolutely dead.
A lot of Barons deleted here, but once again, the smite is good for Dread, but the team fight is lost.
Great ward here from Effort, but it gets denied. And now Nongsim don't really have a great position. They got to worry about this Ahri over the wall. There's some more vision.
It's going to be denied, though. It's only temporary here as Umpty's on this Drake. Look at Morgan shutting the door here.
They just got to get Dread out of the pit. That's the biggest thing as the fight goes down. And there is the Infernal Soul. It is taken down by Fredit Breon, but Morgan, he's actually taking damage as there he goes. A huge Moonlight Vigil. Is the damage enough? Forward goes Ghost. He will go down in the end, but the rest of his team is able to shore up that for him as Lava is on the run here and may actually get away.
They actually get a kill if BDD chases too far here with the true damage returns.
But the Infernal Soul.
Infernal Soul, he has a Horizon focus, so will Nongsim actually have an opportunity to grab an inhibitor here with the advantage they have in team fight? Because 200 years hits you pretty hard when you're at this stage of the game.
It hit me.
Fantastic ultimate there from Ghost. As they're going to push in, they've got this wave. A little bit of residual Baron buff here to actually take down this inhibitor. Ping to end right now. 10 seconds for Morgan, 10 seconds for Umpty here.
There's no way.
Yeah, they ping the Nexus, they ping the turrets, but they think better of it. The respawn timers here are not long enough for this to actually be pulled off.
Here we go.
Here we go. It's spawning. It's happening. No. Kana's not here. Does have teleport.
I love BDD's position. He's always threatening that open lane. And it's going to put pressure here onto BDD. They're pulling this out.
Are we going to see two of these Valdez back-to-back?
We could. The epic back-to-back Elder fight could happen. Dread is in the pit. And look at the Nautilus in the front. Effort is just going to get bursted down. BDD is in the back line. Morgan is going to go into his zombie mode, which is huge. But BDD is all alone. And now he's not going to be able to get away. He has a gigantic shield. But the Elder Drake, they're giving away the Elder Drake. Umpty's in the pit. He's trying to get in there, but he's not going to be able to. The Elder goes to Nongsim. And Brion, they're sticking around. They're even considering with their range advantage, maybe they want to fight, but no, they will back away.
Nongshim have an open lane here to push, and they're going to go for it. They have the Elder buff here, and this is a Aphelios that's extremely fed. They've got a Jace here who's got Serpent's Fang. All right, this is it, Lava. Got to look for a charm here, got to look for a kick.
Uh-oh, Morgan, that's very dangerous. You're trying to frontline against Elvir. He's going to die. Down he goes. As Henna is going to take a little chunk of damage, but it might be the chunk that's all they need.
Now
Morgan goes
the zombie.
down. 5 seconds.
That's it.
5 seconds here on the Elder buff.
But they've got the Baron buff still, and they've got 2 cannon minions pushing through. All they have to do is let the minions do the work.
Ooh, not going to get the charm. As a huge shock blast comes through, there's a lot of damage on the backside here. As Henna has to be the hero. He has to get the damage done.
Another Baron wave coming through. Henna has to be the hero, as you say.
Oh, he's going to get devoured. Big kick into the backside. Lava goes into the stopwatch. We have Henna still alive. He's trying to go 1v3, but he gets hooked on the bottom side. Down he will go. And it looks like we will have our game number 3. Henna gets taken out. And Nongshim will bring it to a third game of this insane series between these two teams.
41-minute game, 11 kills to 11 against all odds with a Volibear.
And that is so important to prove to yourselves, as Ghost does incredible amounts of damage.
Kana too, man, he laned the hard parts of the laning phase, right, where Morgan actually got an advantage against him, but he hit Shock Blast so consistently when it mattered most. Despite the soul against him, despite the Scion and the lack of vision they had through so much of that late game. I also think that having a strong front line of any kind is another alternative option, but I think you really do need a little bit more damage in this comp because you've put your Zilean in the mid lane, so this is going to give you some extra burst right into the Gwen. You know, somewhat of a counter pick here.
On this entire night, will we get it here in Game 3? That's what I want to know.
As you can see the Hecarim Nautilus going to be engaged.
They're going in as the Chompers not quite doing enough here. Effort is in a lot of trouble to flash forward, and there's your first blood. So suppose that Zeri's working out very nicely, at least in the execution. Very nicely set up there by Delight.
Glacial Augment is pretty busted, and then a kill goes over. And Zeri getting ahead in this lane early is a big problem for Nongshim Red Force.
That's not supposed to happen.
It's not ideal.
Really, as here comes the horse. He got Zilean speed up as well. No flash, remember, onto Delight, so immediately that is punished. This time the kill goes to the 80 carry. So after all that, really nice clapback here from Nongshim. You gotta like the Jinx's position.
Now in the mid lane, you know, again, with that Zilean speed up from BDD, awkward for him. So there is a cost to this Zilean rotation over for the speed up. Because that's a Hex Flash play over the wall here for Delight, against Delight, who does not have any vision whatsoever. The Chomper placement here from Ghost denies his ability to path out quickly. That's a nice follow-up here.
Yeah, for the Akali in this scenario, but Dread is in a great spot. The wave is pushing away from Morgan. He also has no flash, and he's not level 6. This is a rough spot here for the Gwen. As Morgan, he hits level 6, though. The needles do come out. Do Kana and Dread have the damage? Is the question. As yes, just barely they will, but down will go Kana as well to the Ignite. And this means that Brion immediately are looking to collapse. They get in onto the Jinx. No flashes, nothing. They both go down in the span of a second.
Yeah, this is really nice for Brion.
Should I use a space or not?
People don't know the legacy of the lull emote and what it stands for. People just need to study up on the copy pasta.
Seriously.
All right, Kana is out in a little bit of no man's land.
Yeah, we do have some needles going through. It's a lot of damage on the Morgan. Is it enough? Yes, it is. Kana staying alive as well, but he gets knocked up. He's going back in, though. He is just barely sustaining through all of that, but he does get taken out. But it takes 3 people to take out the Akali at the end of the day.
Well, technically, I think it could have been done for 2, but in this case, Lava's going to pick up his second kill of the game. So they give it over to Lava. He ends up getting, you know, a lot of gold and a second stack set here on his Dark Seal. Facebook was playing it.
It's a common story I'm hearing tonight.
Yeah.
Morgan in a bit of trouble here once again. I love the proactivity here from Nongshim. Can they actually get the kill, though? The sun comes in and the ult is used. So Dread will be okay. By the way, Zillion ult pretty good.
Pretty good.
At diving turrets.
Well, also great with a Hecarim.
Just good in general.
Very strong Hecarim, Zillion, Jinx. He's, I mean, he's 1-0 and 2. There's a little bit obnoxious on the bottom side a few times. The teleport is going to come through here for Lava. They want to push down this turret with the Rift Herald here, which would guarantee the Ahri so much more pick potential here. And it's also just going to be a lot of extra gold if they lock it down here for Fred and Breon, who already have a pretty massive gold lead. They're side leading more effectively here. And you can see that it's just over time. Oh no, Kana.
Ooh, Kana, he doesn't have a shuriken anymore.
Arm misses.
Yeah, he is dodging quite a lot here as he does use his ult, and the ultimate will come out here from the Zillion.
Lava!
Now the follow-up as the Ahri went a little bit too far. The rocket not even needed. As this comp, again, is just so strong, and it's not even fully online. The Jinx still waiting.
Yeah, just a little bit too deep. Great time buy from Kana. Kana has been the one who's being picked on the most this game, but he always trades it back, and this time he survives long enough. As here we go, another engage.
They're just walking into this one. Fred and Breon are saying, no, we take this fight.
Teleport coming through from BDD. Umpty going in at the same time. Chomper's out.
He's going to have to crescent guard here. Not sure that's going to save him, though. Lots of damage thrown into the Xin Zhao. Takes him forever to die, and there is a huge onslaught of shadows coming through from Dread. Able to pick up the kill onto Zeri as Hannah uses his heal and his flash. Double stun with the bomb. BDD showing off a little bit here, and the horse is not done. The turn comes in. Effort in a little bit of trouble. Has to use that stopwatch. Now Dread is all alone. He's going to go down as we have already entered the insanity of this series again.
We certainly have, as Nongshim are shoring up a lot of the gold lead with the pick onto Zeri, but stay too long. 2 kills come through, and Zhonya's coming back online here for Lava 30 seconds before this Drake spawns. Now, Fred and Breon are grouped up as 5 right now because Morgan does not have teleport. Kana, however, does, and is hidden right now. They're keeping it a secret where he is. He's got a nice flank.
Here's the engage. The charm comes in as Everfrost hits basically everybody. Blown up as Effort. Kana with the big teleport into the back line. They're trying to get it onto Umpty. Kana left a little bit all alone here. Tries to go back in. Does get a kill, but he immediately loses his own life. This will be the Cloud Drake going over to Fred and Breon. Lava looking for more. You don't have to.
Still, time to fight here. Kana is
pretty quick. Okay, they're going to go for the turn. The charm comes in, but in goes Kana. In goes Dread. Onslaught of Shadows hits nobody. Kana's not doing the damage. He's trying to get on top of Henna, but he cannot. And yes, we do have the Leona going down. And a nice double bomb here, but it's still a win for Fred and Breon.
Nongshim don't have enough follow-up damage. Yeah, but he's too scared to do it with BDD nearby. BDD has ult as well. But they don't have enough follow-up damage to actually have these Hecarim ults be missing. Like, they need to actually be big fears so they can get a kill, get the Jinx excited, because they're running a Zillion comp. They don't have a mage. He doesn't have flash. Or he didn't use flash, so he still has that. And Dread is still unseen here.
Oh, BDD tries to walk forward, runs straight into a lack of vision.
Cannot ult.
Where have we seen this before?
Yeah, he can't ult. He can't survive here. And now Fred and Breon going to be able to take this Cloud Soul. Now that they have the Cloud Soul, Deep Wards, they have a ton of damage with this comp. The Ahri that has the Death Cap, the Gwen, Dread. You got one chance, you got one opportunity.
And their turn is S+, right? They're just getting in on there, and you can see skating over the walls. In goes Henna, immediately just going to blow up that back line. Kana, incredibly scary here, but he's all alone in that facet for his team. Huge turn comes through, a triple kill for Henna, and the first pick, Zeri, actually begins to show its power. You try to put wards over this giant wall. That's essentially what you are trying to do here, but it's not easy. They're in dire straits.
Yeah, realistically, there's only 2 ways into this Elder. They've chosen the South Pass.
They have ways to check the brush.
They have a long range.
Yeah. If they take this really slow, and Fred and Breon get baited into some of these small skirmishes and don't just go on the Elder like they're doing now.
Red's got a big ultimate, and he wants to use it.
Yeah,
he's coming around.
Red's got an angle. He did use his Ghost, but not going to go for it just yet. They stop on the Elder, and there's the engage in the back line. Ghost immediately cleansed, though. They blow up the Leona as Lava has to go into the Zhonya's here. Dread looking for the follow-up engage. Second Zhonya's comes through. The engage is not good. good, but Lava takes a huge burst. The knockup onto the Jinx is big, and Henna will begin to tear apart this team. Ghost is still alive, but Henna is as well, and the Zeri is victorious in the end.
Oh, Frederick Brion wanted to give everybody a heart attack just one last time, but they are going to win the fight. It will be their game to take in Game 3, and for the first time in Frederick Brion's org's history, they will take a 6th best-of-3 here in the LCK and put their position towards the playoffs much stronger. One big step forward. Doesn't matter how hard it was to get here and how close these games were. The end result is all that matters.
GG. This is Delight, probably.
My vote was really tough. Like, it was split between the 3 bottom players on this roster, Lava, Henna, and Delight. Like, Delight's pick in the early game is what gave Henna the free laning phase. You know, it was a punish of effort, of course, but still pulled it off.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Yusun for the POG interview translation, joined by Lava and Delight from Frederick Brion. Bro picks up the 6th victory for the first time in the org's history, and this is the first ever 3-match winning streak for Frederick Brion's history as well. How do you feel, Lava? I think this year and this season, I'm so happy that we actually stepped up so much. I'm pretty sure the fans are so happy to see you guys making a lot of improvements, and Frederick Brion is finally joining the west side of the bracket. How do you feel? This is my 2nd year, you know, as a pro player, and yeah, I think this is my first time on the west side, so it feels great. And you said you were nervous doing an interview. How do you feel now? It's better now. And it was a very long series between 2 teams. It's past midnight here in Seoul. So how did you manage to stay focused throughout this marathon of League of Legends? I mean, obviously, the longer the game gets, you know, the team with better kind of concentration and focus will win. So we wanted to really make sure that we all just stay sharp till the very end. Me, especially, I don't really get tired or like I don't really feel exhausted even if we play a very long game. So I wasn't kind of affected by the long duration of the game. Game number 1, we had Cassiopeia as a counter into Rise after a very long while. And you actually played against that pick last year as well, so what did you feel after seeing that champion getting locked in? Yeah, I was literally just saying, oh, this reminds me of Solka, so I wasn't too surprised about that matchup. Then what did you focus on in order to kind of lane well against that pick? I didn't really pay too much attention to the opponent's pick. I just focused on my own play. And game number 1 was secured by your backdoor play. So here's the replay of it. So Lava, how did you set up this play? So the opponents had Elder, so I was pretty sure that they're going to push down to the mid lane. So I wanted to go for this base race. This reminds me of your TF 3 T-meter ult. And now you are the best backdoor player in the LCK, taking down all the structures. How do you like that? It's good. I'm happy that I got some nicknames. And Delight. That was an awesome victory. How did you feel when he took down the Nexus? I think we've won quite a lot of games with the backdoor strategy, so we're experienced, we're used to it, but still, it always feels great. In Lava, you played Ari in both Game 2 and 3, but in Game 3, you decided to build that cap. So could you break down your build? So Game 2, I was the one that had to be proactive and making plays and making engagements. So Game 3, I just wanted to be a lot more aggressive with adding more damage with my itemization. In Game 3, Delight, your game-ending engagement was the key to success. And Umti said, now this is what you call a Leona. So let's take a look at the replay together. How did you see this opening and angle? So Jinx was trying to step forward with the movement buff coming from Zillion. She was trying to land one auto, and then she was slowly speeding down, so I wanted to punish that play. I was amazed by that pick. How do you feel? It was a long series. I mean, yeah, it was pretty long, but I'm not that tired. And I can tell why Freddy Brion was able to hold on until Game 3 and secured the victory. And I'm pretty sure you guys having a huge desire for playoffs may be stronger than ever. So what kind of conversation are you guys having regarding playoffs? I mean, it's gonna be great, if we can make it to playoffs, but our coaching staffs or our team as a whole are not paying too much to that kind of a goal. We are just focusing on our own play. And your next opponent will be Leaf Sandbox and then T1 Genji Damwon Kia. In the previous Leaf Sandbox series, we were so close to winning a series, but we lost. But I hope we can get our revenge, and then I hope we can beat the stronger teams as well. We will keep working hard to showcase great performance. Delight, how hungry are you for the playoffs? I'll keep it a secret. But I can tell it's gonna be a very high desire, and your fans are always with you guys supporting Freddy Brion. Any message over to the fans? Recently, I know our performance was very disappointing. However, I really appreciate all the love and support, and we will do our best to make it up to you guys. Lava, would you like to add on to that? Yeah, thank you for, supporting us until the very late night, and have a safe travel back home, and thank you very much. Very much. And this will be the end of the interview from Delight Lava from Freddy Brion, and I'm going to pass it back to Atlas and Chronicler. Thank you.